Hi Ladybirds. So here we are ready for our phonics session today on Tuesday, and to start our phonics today I've made a short little video for you, and the video is to see if you can have a go at getting as many different sounds as you can before I take the card down, and see if you can beat my score. So if you have already watched that video and done that, then brilliant, well done. If you haven't had a chance to yet, then go and do that now, please. Okay, we have a brand new digraph today. Now, you might have noticed a little bit about this digraph last time, because last time, yesterday when we looked at a new one, we looked at the E sound, and in the song we also had the O sound, and this today is our new digraph. We're going to learn about O. See if you can have a go just making that sound at home. Now you might notice, Ladybirds, that when you make that sound, or your tongue doesn't go near your teeth like it does for quite a few of the other sounds we've been learning. Your tongue goes a little bit further back in your mouth, and your mouth almost makes a bit of a circle shape. So you go, oh. Now today we have got, we're going to learn some new words that have got this new sound in. And today for my Guess My Word challenge, I want you to see if you can think about what word has or in the middle. Now it's something that you use to eat with. Now what do you use to eat? Can you think? Something that helps you eat. It's often made out of metal. It's very good at picking up the food. So rather than cutting it, it's very good at picking up the food. What could it be? What do you think? Well, it is a fork. A fork. And that is my mystery word today. Now, fork, you'll notice, has the O sound in the middle. And it also has that and k. Now, today, we're going to have a quick listen to that song we've been learning. Now when you join in with the song, remember that when your hands are up high, making those donkey ears, you're making the E sound. And when they're coming down low, then you're making the O sound. And that's our new digraph today. See if you can have a go, Ladybirds.
See the donkey in its stall, E-O, is its call.
Well done, Ladybirds. Fantastic effort doing that. Okay, so today's challenge is going to be a brand new one. You'll notice that I've got my big smiley face because it's always good to bring a really positive attitude to our phonics time, isn't it? You're also going to need today some little bits of paper. Now it can be, I've used this picture a few times before just to remind you, you don't need to be super precious, because I realise you might not have lots of paper at home. So if you need to take a little bit out of your book that we gave you, then you can do that. What would be good is if you have a go at either cutting or tearing some paper up into some little strips, and then see if you can have a go at asking your grown-up just to write down, or of course, Ladybirds, you're more than welcome as well. If you want to practice your letters, you could do this as well. But the challenge is to see if you can put one of the sounds, so whether it's a digraph or a single sound, onto each little piece of paper. And the paper doesn't need to be very big, because we're going to need this for the game we're going to play. So see if you can do that now. These are the graphemes. I've put them out for you for the game we're going to play today. See if you can write them down on some little strips of paper, and then press play on this video when you're ready to play the game. Okay, Ladybirds. This game is called Full Circle. Now this is a really fun game that I like to play. Now, what you need to do to play this game is you have a go at blending the word in the first circle, and the first circle is the one that looks sort of a golden orangey colour. Okay, now you have a go at blending the word that's in that circle, and then you move on to the next circle once you've blended it and once you've put down those graphemes from your paper that you have just been writing down, and you make the word, so you build it. So you, on the first one, for example, we've got that, and we've got or. So we've got two graphemes here. We've got a single grapheme and a digraph grapheme, and you'd get those two bits of paper and you'd build the word, so you put them together. Which one comes first? Is it the or is it the f? Have a little think about that, and then pop those bits of paper down in front of you. Now, then you move on to the next word, and what you start doing is noticing whether your word in front of you starts getting longer, whether you're adding sounds, whether it gets smaller and you're taking sounds away, whether you're substituting sounds. So it might be that some of the sounds that you've got start changing, and suddenly you think, hang on a minute, do we need the sound that we just had a moment ago? So you can see here what your next one is. So your next word, we've got f or k. Oh, now what do you think? If you've got the word for, and then your next one, f or k, what do you need to add to make the word? See if you can have a go. Once you've done that, you can then move on to the next word and all the other words until you get back round to that first golden word, which is for. And then you shout out a full circle, and you've gone around the whole of those words. Okay, you might notice that those words are going to chop and change, but you might also notice that there's one particular sound that might not change very much during the game. You might need it all the way through. So this is how you play full circle. This is a really good activity and good challenge for you to start understanding how words are made and how they are built together and how sounds join together to make the word. So I hope you have fun playing that game, Ladybirds. One thing you could do that we do in school is we do it against a timer, so we do it against a clock. So you start and then you see how quickly you can do it. So you might want to have a go at doing that. If you're not so keen to do it against the timer though, you can welcome to do it at your own pace. Right, off you go, Ladybirds. Okay, Ladybirds, your final challenge today then. So, having played your full circle game as another new game, this is a slightly new game too. For this game, you're going to need yes or no. Now, you can do yes or no in a variety of ways. You can have a card and it can have yes and no, or two pieces of card, and you can have one with yes on, one with no on if you want, or you can do it as thumbs up and thumbs down. You can choose how you'd like to do it. Now the challenge is that I've written a sentence down here at the bottom. I would like you to see, does this sentence make sense? So am I trying to do a bit of a silly sentence that maybe you might think, what's he doing that for? That's a bit silly. Or maybe it's a sentence that makes perfect sense. Okay, so if it's a really clear sentence and you think, oh yes, that makes a lot of sense, then you'd say yes. If you think, no, this doesn't make any sense, this doesn't really happen, then you'd go no. And that's your challenge today. See if you can read and decode that sentence, and then see if you can have a go at working out, is it yes or no? Right, enjoy that challenge, Ladybirds. As you do that challenge, please remember to do that. You can do something called rerunning the sentence. So it might be that as you're starting the sentence, that you might need to stop and blend a word, see if it makes sense. Once you've stopped and blended that word, what you need to do is you go back to the start, and then you read what you've already read and carry on going, so that you've got a sentence which becomes a little bit clearer for you, and that you don't lose the meaning of what the sentence actually is. I hope that makes sense. Enjoy the little challenge today, Ladybirds, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.